Amber Heard ridicules Johnny Depp for claiming he is a victim of domestic violence in an explosive tape recording obtained by DailyMail.com, telling the Pirates of the Caribbean actor, "See how many people believe you." The estranged couple were barred from talking to one another in May 2016 when Heard filed for divorce and sought a restraining order to escape her abusive A-lister husband. But the pair continued to clash over the phone, arguing bitterly about who was responsible for the blood-curdling violence that marred their toxic 15-month marriage and accusing one another of leaking to the press, DailyMail.com can reveal. It's unclear if Heard realizes she's being taped during the expletive-flecked 30-minute recording, the second bombshell audio released exclusively by DailyMail.com in the space of a week. "You are F-King killing me. Your F-King people are trying to kill me," complains father of two Depp, as he begs Heard to go through private mediation rather than thrashing things out in open court. "You've turned me into a. My boy goes to school and has kids go, so your F-King dad's a wife beater?" Tearful Heard denies pushing Depp, 56, under a bus and accuses the actor's associates of circulating details to the press of her arrest record and lurid rumors she was a stripper. The 33-year-old actress also rejects accusations that she instigated the wild, physical violence that she pinned on Depp in divorce papers, suggesting a court would be unlikely to take the side of a man over a slender female. "Do you know I'm a 115, well not anymore, but I was a 115 pounds, almost 115 pounds woman," Heard protests. Adopting a jeering tone, she says, "You're going to get up on the stand, Johnny, and say, 'She started it?' Really?" The former lovebird spoke several times on the phone throughout June and in July of 2016, skirting the restraining order by having a family member initiate the calls, according to a well-placed source. Heard would ultimately yield to Depp's plea to settle out of court, retracting her allegations the following month as the pair announced a $7 million divorce settlement. Their marriage was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love, according to a joint statement issued on August 16, 2016. "You're going to get up on the stand, Johnny, and say, 'She started it?' Really?" Amber Heard to Johnny Depp there was never any intent of physical or emotional harm. The truce crumbled in December 2018, however, when Heard penned an op-ed for the Washington Post lamenting her experiences as an alleged domestic violence victim, though never naming anyone. Depp responded last year with a $50 million defamation suit, saying the hoax account implied he was the unnamed abuser and caused him to lose his prized role of Captain Jack Sparrow. Ms. Heard is not a victim of domestic abuse, she is a perpetrator, his suit alleges, accusing his ex-wife of manufacturing evidence and faking injury photos. Heard doubled down with a 300-page filing of her own, cataloging the years of abuse she suffered at the hands of the monster, whom she met on the set of The Rum Diary in 2011 and married in February 2015. The actress stood by those claims last week when DailyMail.com published a separate recording from October 2015 in which she confessed to hitting Depp as well as throwing pots, pans and vases at him. "I'm sorry that I didn't, hit you across the face in a proper slap. But I was hitting you, it was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched," Heard says on the tape, recalling an incident the previous night. It's understood that she and Depp routinely recorded conversations consensually during the breakdown of their marriage, paving the way for yet more bombshell recordings to emerge. The latest audio clip published by DailyMail.com begins with Depp imploring Heard to reach an out-of-court settlement rather than waging war in public. It appears to have been taped at Depp's end of things and the conversation has already begun when the audio supplied to DailyMail.com begins. "I've been through the F-King hurt. You've been through the F-King hurt. I love you more than anything in life," he tells his soon-to-be ex-wife. "I do not want to go into a F-King court with you. I do not want to F-King tarnish your name. I want this to be done peacefully, between us. And if you don't like the way that mediation is going, take me back to court, kid. 'Cause I can't. This is the last F-King chance, Amber. This is it. Once I file those papers we don't turn around, man." Heard insists, however, that it's Depp's team who are refusing to mediate, refusing to sign a gag order and leaking damaging stories about her to the gossip site TMZ. "Everything has been a defensive move because I'm being called a liar and a gold digger," she says. "And I am not lying about any of this, ST, and I am not after a dime of your money." Depp suggests the pair should write a mutual letter declaring that the divorce will be settled privately. "Listen to me," he warns the Hollywood beauty. "Defending yourself by throwing someone under the bus is not going to look good." Heard fires back, "It's not about that. It would not be about me throwing you under the bus. You know what it would be? It would be released through documented people coming on the record, and having the protection to do so, that haven't had yet. It would be eyewitness statements. It would be evidence. Tons of it. And it would be through years." Heard goes on to ridicule Depp's doubts over the facial injuries she turned up with at court when she applied for the restraining order on May 27, 2016. She also claims to have a trove of incriminating text, paraphrasing a message to her publicist Jody Gottlieb ahead of an appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden. "I think I've had an accident, I think I may have. I busted my nose and 2 black eyes tomorrow." She tells Depp, "No one is going to believe that one of the 2 alternatives, that I'm in a fight club or I've been going through hair and makeup, through all these years where I have corroborating text messages between people that match those dates of those time-stamped validated photos." Heard warns Depp that her lawyers are urging her to make a formal police statement, saying that a criminal prosecutor told her it was most solid evidence, case of domestic violence case we've ever seen. She declined to do so, however, because she did not want to hurt Depp further, Heard says, complaining that their public spat has already led to her receiving death threats. The blonde actress also denies that it was her who rang the cops during the May 21, 2016 dust-up that took place the day before she filed for divorce.